One thing about me that you might not know is I am a sucker for a reality show, and I am also a sucker for a book about a reality show. I was looking at my TBR and I'm like, man, I really want to read all of these. And I was like, you know what? All 3 of these books involve reality TV. So I might as well pull them all together and film a whole reading reality TV romances with you guys. So what are we reading in today's video? We have got The Charm Offensive. This is a male-male romance. I picked this up because Ellen from Elle & Catherine really hyped this up. I love supporting the gays, the biggest of allies over here, and I love a reality TV show. So this says Deshpande has always believed in fairy tales, so it's no wonder that he's spent his career crafting them on a long-running reality dating show called Ever After. As the most successful producer in the franchise history, Dev always scripts the perfect love story for his contestants, even as his own love life crashes and burns. But then the show casts disgraced tech wonderkind Charlie Winshaw as its star. Charlie is far from the romantic Prince Charming Ever After expects. He doesn't believe in true love and agreed to appear on the show only as a last-ditch effort to rehabilitate his image. In front of the cameras, he's stiff, anxious mess with no idea how to date 20 women on a national television. As Dev fights to get Charlie to connect with the contestants on a worldwide tour, they begin to open up to each other, and Charlie realizes that he has better chemistry with Dev than the other co-stars. But even reality TV has a script, and in order to find their way to happily ever after, they'll have to reconsider whose love story gets told and why. So I wonder if he's bisexual or he's going to be coming out. We'll see. Then we have got this, which was a recent book of the month pick, and I will admit it is now not having the best of reviews, so I'm a little bit worried. But this is called Most Eligible by Isabel Engel, and this is about like exposing reality TV, I think. She's undercover. He's unforgettable. Is this for real? Georgia Rose is not going on the hit reality dating show Love Shack to find love. She's there to write a killer expose on the producers, which will guarantee the journalism job of her dreams. But when Georgia's unforgettable one-night stand from the year before, country singer Rhett Auburn steps into the Malibu mansion as the season's new host, all her carefully crafted plans unravel. Caught up in the drama of backstabbing contestants, producer blackmail, and the death-defying dates, Georgia must keep her identity and history with Rhett a secret. Despite the lies between them, it isn't long before Georgia and Rhett's heated behind-the-scenes moments start to feel more genuine than the most romance Georgia's faking for the cameras. But with her assignment unfulfilled and the executive producer on her tail, a second chance with Rhett could be her riskiest move of all. And then I've got this book, which I picked up at the used bookstore, but this is actually an Afterlight exclusive edition. And it's called Hot Summer by Elle Everhart. So I just feel like I need to do my due diligence and show you how stunning this cover is. The beautiful sprayed edges. We've got this is, I guess this one's queer also. This is a sapphic romance. So we've got this beautiful art. I don't think this is actually signed. That feels like a printed signature, which I think is a cop-out. Yeah, there's no signature. We've got the art on the back pages, and then it's not printed on the back. I think this isn't older, but we do have this foiling on the front. I saw on Goodreads they compared this to Love Island, and that was kind of like what sold me, if I'm being honest with you. One thing about me is I've seen every season of Love Island for UK, US, and Australia, but you know. So this is, Cass Morgan has spent years of her life watching Hot Summer, the hit dating show which pairs together a bunch of sexy singles in an exotic island location. But she's never quite thought she'd be a part of it until her company secures a partnership with the show and Cass is handpicked as a contestant. If she does well and makes it to the finals, her long-awaited promotion will be secure. Cass is ready to spend the summer trying to win over the voting public. But just as she steps into the villa, her entire plan goes off course. She's instantly smitten with fellow contestant Ada. Ada is gorgeous and charming. As Cass's feelings for Ada become undeniable, she's torn between listening to her heart or sticking to her strategy. So, we've got some really fun sounding books, and I hope we can find a winner amongst them. I'm just letting you guys know we are starting with Hot Summer. I do have the audio for this. It's only 8 hours and 44 minutes. It's very much a jump scare because I have like the Afterlight edition, and so seeing the regular cover, I'm like, what is this? but I'll probably start it sometime today. It's currently 8:41 in the morning. I am just waking up. I slept like shit, but that is the next audiobook up for me. It's the one that's due next, and that's typically how I determine what we're going to listen to. So that is what we're going to start with, and I will give you guys an update when I'm about halfway through. Okay guys, I am a little bit more than halfway through this book, Hot Summer, and I am really, really enjoying this. If you've watched Love Island, like, this book is Love Island. Like, from the way that they're entering this villa that's like a lot of white furniture with neon accents and bright pillows and whatever, to the fact that they're arriving in Jeeps, like, woo, out the roof. It's literally Love Island, and as somebody who has seen like every episode of Love Island for UK, US, and Australia, like, I'm loving the vibes of that. But this is about our main girl, Cass, and Cass works for this company that, like, how do they word it? It just says her company. She works for this company where, like, they have like a dating app, but it's not like a swiping dating app. You like kind of go to these like in-person events. It's almost like you're swiping in person. So they want to help boost their like social ratings as a business. So they're putting Cass into this show to help grow her social media, to help put her in this new position for marketing, and it's this whole thing. She agrees to go. She is bisexual, and there is this other girl there. Her name is Ada. She says that she can't decide if she identifies more with being bisexual or pansexual, but regardless, she dates both men and women, and they get to talking, whatever. There's recouplings, there's crazy challenges, and there's this undercurrent vibe where we're getting Cass's story, and I mean, this is in third person, but Cass is very much so not into any of these guys. Like, they're all fine, and Cass has gone through some things, you learn throughout the story, that have made her not really interested in love, and she knows that Ada is looking for something long-term, so she doesn't necessarily want to pursue something with her because she knows that they are not looking for the same thing. But, you know, she still has all of these feelings. So as we keep getting further into this competition, they have all these twists and turns this season. The main one being that instead of each other voting for who goes home, so on and so forth, it's mainly all like they get like these public rankings on how the public is perceiving them week to week instead of just sporadically. And Ada starts out really like at the bottom, and she's also keeping what she does for work a secret because she signed like an NDA with her company to not talk about it. So I just know that this third act conflict is going to be like her secret comes out and and Ada is pissed at her. But as of right now, they're just at like 50%. She was in a friendship couple for most of the book so far, but he's like starting to like this girl, so she's like, please go after her. Like, I want you to be happy. Like, love you so much. Go. This new guy comes in. It's called Bombshell Week or something. It's basically like Casa Amor. And this guy comes in for her. Like, he wants to be with her, and he's like, but I have to ask, like, is there something going on with you and Ada? Because, like, it kind of feels that way. And she's like, I don't know. Like, I don't know how Ada feels about me. Blah, 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 blah. Like, I like her, but I don't know. And he's like, let me tell you, as somebody who's been watching this from the outside, she likes you. So if that's the case, like, go after her. I don't want to pressure you, or I don't want to have you feel like you have any expectations to be with me romantically. I'm fine just being friends, but I did come here for you if you want something more. So I'm already live laugh loving him, but yeah. So we're just kind of now getting to the point where she's admitting her feelings for Ada, and I can't wait to see them get together because it's gonna be so cute. It's gonna be so cute. But I am having a wonderful, wonderful time with this. If you like Love Island, pick up Hot Summer. Okay guys, we have for sure landed on a 4-star. This was so fun. And if you're a fan of Love Island, like, pick this book up. It literally, like, it was so close to Love Island. I'm like, how is this legal? But it was just so good. It was so fun. I had such a great time with this one. I don't know which book we're gonna go for next. I do know that this book is getting really bad reviews. My friend Jessica just gave it a 1-star. So I do fear I'm gonna wait for this on audio because I don't want to physically read with my eyeballs a book that I'm probably gonna hate, or I may hate. But it has like a 3.5 on Goodreads right now, which is really bad. So that's where we are at. I don't know what I'm gonna read next, but I just wanted to get y'all updated. Most Eligible by Isabel Engel, and I will say I'm quite understanding why this has a pretty low average rating, because this book feels like the epitome of a 3-star read. Prior to this, we have just read Hot Summer, which is like the better version of this book. Like, this book was so fun, whereas this book, there's just something about it that's a bit off-putting. So in this book, we've got our main character, Georgia, and she is trying to write this expose on this dating show. It's kind of like The Bachelor. And so she goes on the show, and it's like kind of like her whole career is writing on this. And she's trying to, you know, have this whole expose, as I said. So when she goes, she's kind of like undercover. However, one of the people working on the show, she had a little rendezvous with. So it's making all of this like awkward tension, because she kind of is like more attracted to him than she is to the guy she's supposed to be getting with. But literally pretty much nothing has happened, and it's feeling like a 3-star. I literally have nothing further to say. Do you ever just read a book and have absolutely nothing to say? That's really where I am with this book. I ended up giving it 2 stars, but like, it gave nothing. It's like this author had the idea of the book, and this kind of just feels like she took the outline and just filled in the blanks. Like, there's no depth to the characters. There's really nothing that this gives. So I really don't have anything to say other than it was 2 stars, and I'll be getting rid of it. But what I am excited about is to move into the Charm Offensive, because this has really good reviews. This has like a 4.2 or something, or 4.02, which I feel like for a contemporary romance to have over a 4 is pretty good, because I feel like most of the time they're around 3.8 to 3.9. So this is a male-male romance, which I've not read many of. I've read the Heartstopper series, and I read the Rainbow Rowell Gay Wizards book, and I've read The Boyfriend Project, but that's, I think, the only romances I have read. So I am looking forward to trying this one out. I do think this is also kind of like a play on The Bachelor. I think part of the reason I really loved Hot Summer was because this was based on Love Island, which is a reality show that I've seen like every season of. I've never watched The Bachelor, so that franchise does nothing for me, but this book's a little bit longer. It's 350 pages. But I am going to start this later this afternoon. At the current time being, I have about 25 minutes until my friend calls me. And so I think I'm just going to chill until then. But I will start the audio for this, which I also got on Everhart, whenever I'm done talking to her while I finish up my work for the day. And I'm very excited to see how this one goes. Starting to feel like the video that will never end. I'm gonna for real start the Charm Offensive now. It's been about a week since I think I last told you I was going to start this, and I think I got like 30 minutes into the audiobook, and my mental health is at an all-time low. It's probably the lowest that it's been in a year or more. And for me, whenever that happens, reading is the first thing to go out the window, because I can't focus. Because my brain feels like, oh, like static TV, and I can't focus on anything. I'm starting to come out of it a little bit, and I do have things I need to do work-wise today, and that typically is when I have the best time listening to audiobooks. There's something about like doing like mindless tasks that I'm good at listening to audiobooks, so we're gonna give her a go. But it's been rough. And this book, I feel like this audiobook is longer than I feel like it should be, and that pisses me off if I'm being honest with you. I got this one on Everhart because the hold was just not coming in. It says I have 3.5 hours left at 3 times speed. I literally got 16 minutes into chapter 1. It's bad news where we're at right now in life. But what can you do? I don't want to force myself when I'm not feeling it, because then I'm just going to unfairly give a book a bad rating. So it is what it is. Okay, y'all, we're about halfway through The Charm Offensive, and as of right now, I'm not loving it, but I'm not hating it. Right now it's feeling like a 3. It's not what I expected it to be. So we have our main guy, Charlie, who is going to be the guy on this Bachelor type show. And then we have got Dev, who is the, like, he's his handler on the show. So he's kind of, like, required to be around him. I love the mental health representation because Charlie suffers with, well, not suffers, he has OCD, anxiety, and a couple of other like mental health issues that he is very private about, and so it's making things like this show very difficult. He does not like to be touched, and obviously that's difficult on a dating show. And so he's really opening up to Dev about that. He's really awkward in all of these conversations. I just assumed going into this that Charlie was bisexual. No, he actually is gay but doesn't know it. And so he has his gay awakening when he realizes that he actually kind of likes Dev more than he likes all of these girls. When they touch him, he's like, "Ugh, don't touch me." But when Dev touches him, he's like, "I kind of like that." So they are starting to kind of like both realize that they like each other, but Dev thinks that Charlie is straight, and Dev doesn't want to make things awkward. He's on this show, and the reason he's on this show is he's really, really smart. He basically designed some sort of technology that's worth like millions of dollars, and though he financially doesn't need to work, he needs to mentally, because it's good for his mental health. But he basically got fired from his own company for being so difficult to work with. So he's going on this show to kind of fix his reputation, as they do, and make him seem likable, but production's not really like a fan of it, of the way he's acting. They're like, well, no, he literally is not likable. We don't know what to do with this. So Dev is taking Charlie on like practice dates, trying to like show him how to open up to people, but really it's just making him fall more for him. This book feels too long. I can already say that. I don't even know how many pages it is. It's only 350 pages, but as of right now, I feel like we're about 1 million pages into it. That again might just be my mental capacity right now, but right now it's feeling like a 3. Sure, you can tell by the darkness it is many hours later, but we finished it, and we finished this video. I feel like this video has been hanging over my head, and I'm ready for it to be done. And I did end up giving this book 3 stars. I just did not personally feel super connected to the characters. I really liked Dev, but I did not really care too much about Charlie. He kind of annoyed me, and yeah. So, you know, this video has me really unsure how I feel about reality TV books, because we started out really strong with Hot Summer. This was a really good 4-star read. Loved that one. But then we dropped super low with a 2-star read with Most Eligible, and then a 3-star read, which was just, it was fine. Nothing wrong with it. Just not something I'm going to be running to tell people to read. So overall, not really sure. Not really sure how I feel about it. But we are done with this video. We have made it to the end. The second half of the book really was Charlie coming to terms with his sexuality and trying to figure out his sexuality. He's not sure how he identifies, whether it's demisexual, pansexual, bisexual, asexual, aromantic. He doesn't really know, but that part I did really like, that like nobody was pressuring him to put a label on things. That I think was a beautiful message, and I think there was a lot of great messages in the book. But there was a lot in the second half about the show being very like anti-showing LGBTQ people. They specifically wanted this one girl, Daphne, to win be his princess at the end and marry him, because you have to get married at the end or get engaged, whatever, because they didn't want the other girl to win because she is bisexual, and they didn't think that would be like good for ratings. So there was a whole situation with that, but overall, not my fave. But if you made it to the end of this video, drop a TV emoji down below. Subscribe if you have not already. I am trying so hard to hit 1,000 subscribers this year. And that being said, I'll see you next time. Bye!